What's up, guys? Good morning. And today we are heading to Puerto Rico. Shut up, is it a first mackerel? I was listening to the podcast and then you guys, a pot of dolphins.
It means no worries.
We came to the beach to take the dogs out and they're going to do their thing, enjoy land, as they won't be stepping on any land for the next 36 hours. That is how long our passage is going to be.
We're gonna be 5-foot waves every 10 seconds. So hopefully it's not too bad. We never gone out with a forecast of 5-foot waves. I know we had 5-foot waves before, but we never had a forecast of 5-foot waves. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, and we're gonna be crossing the Mona Passage, which is between Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. Some people say it can get pretty rough out there, and yeah, I mean, fuck you.
Oh, the dinghy!
So yeah, we're gonna be crossing the Mona Passage, which is between Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. It can get pretty dangerous. A lot of people have died there because the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans used to cross that Mona Passage by canoe, and there's like rocks in between the passage and waves and everything. So yeah, a lot of people have lost their lives in this passage, and that's because it can get pretty rough because you're going against the waves, against current, against wind. So if you don't pick a good weather window, you're gonna have a tough time.
Hola! How are we feeling for the passage, Echo?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. So yes, we're about to head out. We're gonna turn on the engines and start heading out. There's no wind right now. Flat, calm seas. And once we're out there, out of the Bay of Samana, we'll see if we have wind to sail. Channel 16.
To go, and 36 hours starts now and counting. We are leaving the Samana Bay and the water's pretty crystal clear. It doesn't look strong, looks pretty good, but you never know. Once we actually get out in the open, it might be different.
What's up? What's up? What's up, people? What's up? What's up?
What are you most excited about for this passage? Tell everyone the truth.
Fishing, because I got some ballyhoo. If we don't catch a mahi with this ballyhoo, then I shall retire my fishing. Gotta put my aqua maps to record so we know like average speed and distance and everything, so I can just take a look and this will tell me what's our speed, our average speed and everything. So you can see here, it's now recording, it says the speed over ground, distance, time, everything.
We caught a fish! We caught something, But it may not be a mahi because you're not using your ballyhoos yet.
Yes. Might be a small tuna or a mackerel. Looks like a mackerel or a barracuda.
What is it, babe? What is it?
It's a mackerel.
Shut up, is it a first mackerel?
The second.
Is there a second mackerel?
Yes.
Stay, Echo.
Cuidado, Echo, cuidado. Este tiene dientes.
Ooh, we caught a mackerel. Mackerels apparently are really good. Oh my god, we can make sushi. Look at Echo, you guys. It almost seems like she can see the fish. She's completely blind, she has no eyes. But she acts like she knows where the fish is and she knows what the fish is doing.
You dip the fish in the water and you get the blood flowing. So we kill the fish right after we take it out of the water so it doesn't suffer, because they can't breathe air. So yeah, we just stab it in the brain real quick and it does the job. We use this, an ice pick.
And they use this technique for sushi, and apparently the faster you take the fish out, the faster that you kill it, the better that the fish tastes. So not only are you doing it because the fish doesn't suffer and it's not out of the water just like waiting to die for, I don't know how long it takes the fish to die, like 20 minutes or so, but it actually makes the meat really good and stuff. So okay, so Alejo just finished filleting the fish, and we got a lot of fish. So it's pretty nice. We're gonna see, we make some sushi, maybe some fillets for tonight. That's gonna be nice. And all the leftovers, the dogs are getting lots of leftovers. They're getting the skin, they're getting the eyes. Okay, so since we just got the mackerel, we are going to be making some sushi. We're going to put 1.5 cups of sushi rice mixed with 2 cups of water, and we're going to put it in the rice maker and wait until it's done. Okay, now we are going to make the eel sauce and the spicy mayo, and that is done using this, which is called mirin, which is like a sweet wine, I don't know, whatever. So for this one, we're going to add 1/4 cup of mirin. Okay. To this, we're going to add the same amount of low sodium soy sauce here. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cane sugar. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to put it in heat. We're going to put that over medium heat and just mix it around until it gets a little bit thicker. We absolutely love eel sauce. Like, sushi is just not the same if you don't have eel sauce. Now we're just going to mix it up and wait until it starts heating up and until it's a little bit thicker. It takes about 10 minutes for this to get a little bit thicker, so just kind of look at a clock and just average a little bit, 10 minutes. And for the spicy mayo, which we also love with our sushi, what you're going to do is you're going to take, for 1 tablespoon of mayo, you're going to do 1/2 tablespoon of sriracha, which is like a spicy, like a hot sauce, and it's really good.
What's up, people? So 6, and it's been horrible since like 2 p.m. and the forecast was completely wrong. We were supposed to have wind from the side, from the beam, or almost no wind, and we had almost 25 knots head on, so we're going really slow. We have the waves head on, which is horrible.
What's up, guys? So it is day 2 of sailing to Puerto Rico, and there's no sailing going on, it's all been motoring. But yeah, we're still getting there. We have 7 more hours to go to just get to the corner of Puerto Rico to be by the border, but we're still gonna keep going until we make it to Ponce, which is another 7 hours or so. So we will be getting there maybe by midnight, I think. It was very uncomfortable the entire night. You know, for a second Alejo thought about going back, but it is what it is. We bought a sailboat, so sometimes it's gonna be rolly and it's gonna suck, and then sometimes it's gonna be better. What are you gonna do, right? But we are arriving, and I am super excited because my sister and Franco, they are coming to visit us, and we will be meeting with them tomorrow morning. They are arriving to Puerto Rico. Guys, you probably know this because I have said it every time that we go sailing, and I just love listening to podcasts. I'll give you my 2 favorite ones. It's The School of Greatness from Lewis Holmes, and On Purpose with Jay Shetty. And those 2 are my favorite ones. And if you speak Spanish, then I recommend you listening to Máximo Desempeño from Pablo Jacobsen. I think those are the ones that I might go to. I do listen to other ones, but those are my favorite ones where I find the best episodes. And it's just always, I'm always learning something when I listen to this podcast. So it's just incredible because whether, and you know, if you're into business, personal development, like they cover it all. So like leadership and honestly, I'm like at this point in my life where I just want to, I'm like a little sponge. Like I just want to do so much with my life. I just want to, you know, do so many things with our business. I want to do so many things as a human being, and the best way to do it is just like by getting someone else's knowledge and information, because everyone has so much value to bring and so many great things to tell us and to share with us. So why not take advantage and listen to that, right? And learn from it and grow from it. And yeah, that's about it. So I will just keep sailing and keep listening to my podcast, and I'll see you later. Oh shit, a dolphin! Oh, hello, baby! I was listening to the podcast, and then you guys, a pot of dolphins. We have not seen dolphins in forever. We missed you guys. Hello. Hello. Hi, baby. Hi, look at you guys. We have not seen dolphins in a long time, right? Hola. Buenos días. Hola. So guys, we are almost at our final destination. We are still an hour and a half away, but we can already see the lights of Puerto Rico. We've been seeing them for about 5 hours now. So now we are waiting because apparently when you get to Puerto Rico, you have to file the application through the CBP. What is it? CBM? CBP? CBP roadmap. But then they'll leave your application pending until an officer actually comes on board. My sister is arriving to Ponce tomorrow. They'll be arriving in the morning, so we will see them there. So we're pretty excited, but we're very tired. Our captain is exhausted. He has not stopped.
Pretty tired. We have sailed, or motored for 35 hours. We have done a total of 160 nautical miles. Our average speed is 4.5 knots, which is nothing. But that was because of the rough weather we had. We have waves from the front, wind from the front. So
how'd you feel about the passage?
it was hard, right?
Yeah.
One of the hardest we have done. And tomorrow we're gonna clean the boat in the morning because Andrea's sister gets here.
Yay!
And her husband Franco. We don't want the boat to be all messy and it's covered with salt and sticky and wet.
Yeah, this was super salty passage. You like literally swipe your finger. Hold on, let me show you. I don't think you can see it because it's at night, but anyway, like you swipe your finger through any part of the boat.
And it's super salty.
Super salty, and it makes it really sticky. So even in the salon, like you just step everywhere and it's disgusting because it's super sticky.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
We are going to pick up my sister. Who are we going to pick up?
Your sister and Franco.
And Franco. It has been over 4 months, almost 5 months, since I haven't seen my sister, and the last time that I saw her, she had COVID. So I couldn't properly say goodbye to her. We had to like say goodbye from the distance. We couldn't really hug each other. And so we're pretty happy to see each other again.
Ay, ¿qué son esos saludos tan bonitos?